blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Take the steps beyond your way. Take the steps when you have a dream. You gotta start. It's the only way. If you're gonna shine, and you're gonna shine, shine, shine. You're gonna shine. Woo! Shining bright. We actually got some great weather here on the ranch, so thank you, everyone. I know the people are watching already, so that's always cool. So glad, my favorite place to be on a Monday. We span the globe for the best in indie Americana music. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7. Again, your one stop for all indie artists. If you're looking for new music, Blast Music 24/7, all kinds of genres, all kinds of formats. And if you're an indie artist, you want to step up there on a platform that actually supports indie artists. Then we have our radio stations, My Indie Radio out in Paris. We love our listeners, the Plow Zone in California, and all our streaming services, Apple Podcasts, all you guys. We love that you're listening. Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Stitcher, Pandora. We love you guys. So thank you for tuning in. We go live on Mondays. And this week, I got to tell you, I span the globe. I mean, I had to hunt this person down. She lived in Australia. She lives in here. She went to school in Boston, all over the place. So we're really lucky that we could track down Kate Russell.
Hey, what is it? Thunderous applause. That's pretty good.
It's either that or a heartbeat. Wait.
Hey, I'll take that too. That sounds great. That's so funny.
I know they gave me. Wait, I have drum rolls.
Yeah, drum rolls too. Oh, nice. Okay.
I just added that a couple weeks ago, and I'm still playing with it. It's kind of funny. So, oh yeah. You started off Australia, you went to school in Boston, back here. But you've been here, there, everywhere.
I don't know. I think a lot of Aussies are just world travelers anyway. You know, it's so funny. You meet them everywhere. I met this guy in Boston when I was at music school, and he was a librettist at Harvard. Who knew? And then I said to him, "Hey, are you from England?" And he looked at me as if I had two heads, and he said, "I'm Australian." And I thought, wow, whoops.
I just came from Boston, actually.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Literally, I drove up there. I had a show at MacArthur's yesterday with a bunch of ladies. Such talent in the room. It was fabulous.
That sounds great.
It was. We did an afternoon brunch. This group of women, and I drove back last night. It's like hitting me today. It's not like jet lag, but I'm tired.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The road does that to you. Yeah.
Oh, it does. I'm like, it was 9 hours. Drove 4.5 hours there, 4.5 hours back.
Yep, that'll make you tired.
Yeah, make you tired. It's typical musician stuff. You drive 4.5 hours to play 2 hours of music and drive home, another
That's
4.5 hours.
pretty much it. You've got that right. Yeah, I know it.
I did make gas money, though, so I'm kind of happy.
Making gas money is good. We want to cover the trip.
They didn't feed us, though. It was half-price food, which I thought was kind of low, but I don't know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of things have changed. It's not as generous as it used to be,
I could see not giving us alcohol. Not that I drink very much, but that could cost them some money. But give me a burger.
That would be nice, considering that you drove 4 hours.
I know.
Yeah.
But
just renegotiate. That's all you can do,
Right. But you started in Australia. How'd you wind up in school in Boston?
Well, this is my parents' idea, actually. As a young musician, I was sent to the Sydney Conservatorium of Music for a jazz clinic. And all these educators from Indiana University, North Texas State, and various other institutions were teaching improv classes. And as I started as a classical pianist, I thought, well, maybe that'd be something good to learn, because I always figured that it's great to have good technique, but you want to be able to do other styles of music. So being versatile, I think, was important. So I rolled up to the conservatorium, and I was the only girl in the class. you know,
Oh, I like those odds.
and I thought, whoa. So I didn't pay any attention. I just learned all the things. Then I auditioned for a jazz pianist there, and he said to me, he said, you can't learn what you're trying to do here. He said, you're going to have to go to the US. So I stayed in touch with some of them, and David Baker was kind of instrumental in telling me the schools I should go to. So Berkeley was on the list, and North Texas was one of the other selections, and I ended up going to both of them in the end. So that's how it all began. And it was the best thing I could ever have done. I've had such a wonderful time here. I've met so many amazing people, and the experiences I wouldn't trade for anything.
How was Boston winters compared to Australia?
Yeah. Well, I thought, oh, this is exciting. There's snow. And then my roommate's going, let's go running. Let's go outside. And I thought, uh-oh. And then she goes, it's 0 degrees. And I thought, nope, I don't think so. Yeah, the winters were tough. I got stuck downtown in Boston in a blizzard. By the time I got back to our place, we were living in this little brownstone in Fenway Park. And so I was just, having to wade through all the snow back to the apartment. That was pretty interesting. And I think after some years, I was getting pretty tired of how cold it was in the winter. Yeah. I mean, the summers are great. You get to go to the Cape. It's so beautiful,
Yep. The summers are fabulous. I live for summers anyway. Winters, man, I'm like a bear. I just hibernate. Like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't
Yeah.
do anything.
It's a bit of an energy drain, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then, yeah.
I promise I'm going to be productive. Oh, we got some viewers chiming in. Hello, Billy. Well, thank you. He thinks we look fantastic. Thank you, Billy.
That's so cute.
He's a New Yorker.
Oh, interesting.
Long Island. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got some other people. Let me know who's watching. Love to hear from you guys. See where people are tuning in from. All right. So Boston winters, not so much.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was. And then after that, I thought, well, let's my mother's idea again to go to graduate school, because being in the music industry, it's can be challenging at times. So I thought, let's get an education, and then we'll see what happens after that. So then I made my way to Texas, got off the plane. There's this good old boy with his shotgun just unloading. And I thought, oh my God, what have I done? But
That's crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. But then that also was such a great experience, because North Texas University, well, it's now the University of North Texas. I guess they paid 18 grand to change the sign, right? So that was fantastic. They had some amazing instructors, and I met some really fun people and got
What's
more
your
into.
master's in?
What's that?
What's your master's in?
It's in composition and computer music media and sound design.
Wow, that sounds actually pretty impressive.
It was fun. I mean, you learned a lot of really interesting things, And I started off as a jazz major, and then I switched because I realized I wasn't going to. I think Berkeley pretty much covers everything that you need to know, really, from an undergraduate standpoint. And so I just thought, yeah, let's learn something new. And so that was the way to go.
Jazz, but you kind of changed mediums too, because we'll talk about your first song coming up.
Yeah.
We were going to start with Powerful Stuff, which is not jazz.
Oh, no. It's so funny when you go to commercial music, you got to be careful, what fits where. There are certain things that you can use from jazz, but you really have to be very cautious what those things are. And those are usually chord structures. And some things can work. I mean, Willie Nelson in Crazy used a diminished chord. Who knew? So, and that's such an amazing song, and it's such a famous song. So you wouldn't think that that's there, but it is. And as long as you know what you can do, where, then, it's fairly foolproof, I think.
Jazz chords are, I mean, they just hurt your hand. I mean, on a guitar, they're just crazy.
Yeah,
They make up like strange contorted ways to use your fingers.
it's something where you just break it down, like you can always use less notes and just use the third and the seventh are always what we call the characteristic notes. So as long as you've got that in the root of the chord, you can pretty much get by, with something less if you're not so comfortable with the bigger chords at that point. Yeah.
That works for me most of the time. Then again, I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter who plays guitar, so I sing loud and play softly.
I think that's great. I love it. I listen to your song. It sounds really wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's talk about powerful stuff because you said that was the first song you recorded in Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. We started it here. There's a producer that I work with from time to time. His name's Rich Mauser. And actually, he recently lost his entire studio in that Altadena fire in LA, which
No way.
that was quite, I couldn't believe it. I saw the photos on Instagram the next morning and I just got the shock of my life. So he's
Oh,
in the process of rebuilding, but yeah, he was one of the earlier people I worked with. And then one of the other ones was Clyde Brooks, who was Dolly Parton's music director for a number of years. And he came on board through the management company I was with in Nashville. And so we just, I guess, countryfied powerful stuff more because it's pretty rocking. At that time, there were some people doing some things, but it wasn't as hard rocking as that particular song was. And so Clyde came in and we sort of added some fiddle with Glenn Duncan and a few other people and just sort of made it more acceptable for country radio. And, that's where it all began.
But country radio, we talk about this on the show all the time. Country
Yeah.
radio has changed so much
Oh,
to
God.
what they're calling country.
Oh, it's changed. I mean, then they went through the bro country phase, which I don't know what to think of that. I mean, I guess I'm kind of old school. I liked all the songs that were really great songs like Breathe by Faith Hill and, things that really made you sit up and go, this is amazing. I don't like things that they all sound the same because for me, they do. And I think even Tom Petty commented on that before he left the planet. He said that a lot of country was bad country because it wasn't well thought out.
Yeah, it's sounding a little one note. And I actually like Taylor Swift back when she was country, and now
Yes.
I think it all sounds the same. Like, come on. I don't know. I'm gonna get all kinds of hate mail for that one, but
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion about everything because not everyone's going to like everything. That's the other thing as an artist, people have to get used to. Just because you release a record, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to love what you do, but you will find those people that do. And those are the ones that matter the most.
right. Those are the ones you really kind of embrace and love
Yeah,
when people sing along, right?
that's right. And they know the words and they're into what's happening. So that's the fun part. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did the song Powerful Stuff come about?
Powerful Stuff was actually about a guy I liked at the time. And I think we both knew about it, but we never did anything about it. I guess timing is not everything sometimes. And so it was about him. And then I never really, I don't think we ever said anything to each other about it. It was just kind of this quiet recognition of the facts, and no one moved forward from there. But it was a song that I really loved because of the subject matter, you know.
Right. Well, I kind of get the impression he's kind of a bad boy, charismatic.
Oh yeah,
You're just
definitely.
drawn to a guy or person, and you're like, is this really a good idea that you're just so drawn to this person? Or is it going to really go tragically wrong and you don't care and you just go in anyway?
Well, that's the thing is every time that we broach relationships or start a new one, it's all an unknown. I mean, you can get a feeling about it. I think gut instinct's something you got to listen to more. I wish I had in the past, but you know, it's a little late for that now, right? But
Right, right.
yeah, I mean, I knew that that wasn't going to go anywhere, and at the time, I don't think I was too worried about it because I was too busy, you know, because I unlike a lot of people, I never actually moved to Nashville. I was on a plane every month going back and forward for years. And so I was too busy trying to get the career going and not worrying about that side of life because I really didn't have the time for it. But it was good to write about, though. That was
Oh,
the
you
thing.
just wanted a boy toy on the side.
Oh, yeah. You
Saying,
see the video. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
definitely.
not judging it. That's all right. I don't got no issue with that. You all know what it's about. There it is.
Exactly. Yeah, why not?
All right, guys, we gotta listen to powerful stuff.
Pushing my buttons in a four-wheel overdrive. Got my hand on the throttle and away, getting ready to fly. Well, you don't know I like to play rough. God help me, babe, I can't get enough. You got some powerful stuff. You got some powerful stuff. Now
And we are back on the ranch. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one stop for all indie music. You got to check that out. And we love our radio station, My Indie Radio, out of Paris, Plow Zone out of California, and all our listeners. We love you. And we have people volunteering to be boy toys. Billy, all right. And you're right, it is a powerful song. We love volunteers, don't we, Kate?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Hey, look at Cher. Look how that's going.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, volunteer. Glutton for punishment. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all fun.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not? She's setting the gold standard for us females.
Well, that boy toy standard, some eye candy there for those of you who are just listening.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
the video out because the guy, I don't know who he is, but
I will tell you.
hurt me. Like, really, like seriously.
Yeah, his name is Rusty Joyner. He's a Ford model. And he was chosen by me. When we first shot the video, we had another guy playing the lead role, but it wasn't working. So we actually did another shoot, and Rusty was the guy who replaced him. And he's just the nicest person, you know. And yeah, definitely eye candy. He did such a great job. So I'm very thankful to Rusty.
Posing by the pool for those of you who can't see. It's yeah, powerful stuff. Woo. All righty then. All right. Now you have the background too, so I imagine you love doing video.
Yes, I do. It's a lot of fun. I when I first went to LA, I worked a lot as a background actor to start with. And so I got to do all these really cool movies and just watch it. I even watched Clint Eastwood direct a film. I was in the room, in the scene. And I watched him just direct this whole scene with Ed Harris. And I never forgot it. It was so amazing, being right there and seeing it close up like that. Yeah, I mean, it makes a difference. And you don't think these experiences are going to really factor into anything later, but they really do. So when you're shooting your own videos, hey, you got a trash can in the shot. You got to take this out. You're always watching people, what they're doing, and it's so funny, And even in editing, like we recently shot a video for I Think I Really Like This Guy, which is off the new album coming up, The Upside of Down. And I didn't like the way the edit was going. So I said to the video director, we need to send it to LA because I have an editor here that I really like. So, I think as an artist, you have to be really hands-on with what's going on. Otherwise, you're not going to get the product you want in the end.
I actually direct all my videos. I don't produce my own music. I have a great producer, Tom Joya, that I work with.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the videos, like I kind of have a vision for the whole song,
I think that's terrific. That's the way it should be. Yeah, because then you're going to be happy with the end result.
Yeah, and then I just have to fill in a cameraman. I need this to go here, and been working with my great niece who just finished video school, and
well, that's absolutely fantastic.
That is
Keep
so
it all in the family. That's even better.
Right. Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah,
I'm going to shoot something.
Yes, I love
it's
that.
It's kind of weird though to have your aunt like jumping around posing for shots. Like I'm thinking how weird, but we're having fun, so
that's the whole point behind it all. If you're having fun, then your audience is having fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And this song, the No song, that smile was so fun. All right, the man. I actually, this is kind of my favorite of these three. The man he could be. It's like, oh, if he could just be a little more.
Yeah, it's funny, that particular song came to be because of a comment that was made by my publicist in Nashville at the time, who unfortunately is no longer with us, Jane Rogovan. But she said to me, if he could just be this, if he could just be that, why don't you write a song called The Man He Could Be? And I thought, yeah, that's a great idea. So off we went with that idea. And then he could have been a movie star. He could have been a country music icon. He could have been a winner. It's a shame, you know, could have been a billionaire.
But I think to your point of the song, when we meet somebody, yeah, you want to be in a relationship. I think we kind of make stuff up in the head.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, and okay, we got to stop fantasizing. This is what we really have in front of us.
That's true. I mean, you've got to accept someone the way they are. And I think the problem for most people is a lot of women are trying to change the guys they're with. That's the biggest mistake you can make, because if you're not willing to, you know, accept the person for what they are, who they are, I should say, then, you know, you're fishing in the wrong pond.
No, I agree with that. Billy was just commenting that he likes my videos. He always has fun with my videos. So
I think that's great.
So, yeah, I mean, to your point, I mean, relationships are only going to work if you're realistic and you kind of check the boxes. You know, can you accept this? You know, and sometimes you start off with a relationship and you're attracted to this and it actually winds up driving you crazy after a while.
Yeah, because it all starts off with that one word, chemistry. What is it? What is it once the honeymoon's over?
Yes, some honeymoons last longer than others.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Some people seem to meet their soulmates early, I suppose. I don't know. No.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to my soulmate. I don't know.
Might still be there. You just haven't come across him yet.
Maybe the timing just hasn't been right.
Well, that can be too, you know, because timing's everything. You meet people traveling and one's going one way, the other one's heading the other way. You sort of just cross paths briefly and then you think, wow, that could have been fun. But yeah, circumstances just didn't work the way you thought they might, you know?
Right. So, all right, The Man He Could Be. And this is the video that you tell us about this video.
Yeah, this video was shot, let's see, mostly in Nashville. In fact, all of it was shot in Nashville. Yeah, at Randie Cause's house in Nashville. Randie Cause is a Grammy-winning producer who I met. He's actually playing the man, playing the man he could be. And
what a good sport.
Yeah, he really was. He was great. And so we used his house to film it. And it was really fun the way it all turned out. So yeah, he was really great person to work with. So I enjoyed that experience. Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. Man He Could Be.
He could have been a movie star, could have been a country music icon. He could have been a winner, it's a shame. Could have been a billionaire, selling off the company's shares. He could have been a player in the game. I can see him fade like a video that's been overplayed. And am I walking down a dead-end street every night, magnifying him under every street light? Should I walk away? He can't see reality, tired of living in a fantasy. I'm in love with the man he could be. I know he's in the dark, trying to find himself, looking for a fresh start. He has a good heart and he's a good man. My head's still in the sand with a split personality. You get a boyfriend plus the other man. He'll wake up too late. I've passed my use by day. And am I walking down a dead-end street every night, magnifying him under every street light? Should I walk away? He can't see reality, tired of living in a fantasy. I'm in love with the man he could be. And am I walking down a dead-end street every day, wishing and hoping he would change? Fool that I am. He can't see reality, tired of living in his fantasy. I'm in love with the man he could be. I'm in love with the man. Oh, he could be. He could be. Oh, I'm walking. He's still talking.
And we are back on the ranch. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one stop for all indie artists. And what a strong finish to that song! I think you have some Patty Loveless undertones.
Interesting. Well, I actually was a big Patty Loveless fan.
I love her.
She's fantastic. Yes, she's one of those classic country artists I was talking about earlier, like Faith Hill, and there's been that and Martina McBride. They really set the vocal standard, I thought, in so many ways.
And I like girls like Kate. You have sass, and breaking the mold kind of country music, and doing things on your own terms. And that's what I respect about women artists.
Yeah,
I
think it's a good thing to do. I mean, it's important to try and, I don't know, make some changes that are to a format that I think was pretty resistant at first, And one of the big problems with country now is female artists don't get as much of a look in and as they used to,
I think the women who do have to look a certain way, sing about a certain thing.
That's right.
And,
it's true.
And those who aren't going to play the game, we don't get booked as much. They're going to be. We're going to fight our streaming services and our fans.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of, I think it's an uphill battle.
Well, I think that's sort of heading into the corporate country zone too. It's I've long accepted that about Nashville. I think it's changed a lot over the years. I think sometimes it's better to head the Americana route because it's more open than the country format is,
Right. Oh, I totally agree.
So I think, for if you're not going to be, look a certain way and write a certain type of music that fits straight down the middle country, it's going to be harder to fit you. You're either going to be an outlaw or you're going to be, as I said, in Americana. That's really the only lanes that I think are open to people who are more experimental these days.
Yeah. No, I agree. There is a divide between the old country, modern country, but women, I think the divide is even, greater and narrower. And it, I never once said, hey, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grow my hair, be blonde. And I was blonde, but I was very spiky. I had a mohawk. So that's something totally different. And that's good, good for them. They're getting it done and they're topping charts and things like that. But
That's true. Yeah,
I think
that's the point.
they're perpetuating our stereotype.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And then you either have to say to yourself, all right, well, am I willing to go down that road or am I not? You know. And for me, music and musicianship's always been more important. I mean, yes, you have to have, a good look and all that. You have to take care of your appearance. That's part of being an artist. But honestly, I don't think I have any regrets about, the Nashville side of things. I think I made my statement being a country rocker, and that's still stuck, and I'm happy with that. And whatever it is now, I'm just enjoying myself. And I hope everybody else is too. That's all you can ask for.
Right. And some of the best advice I got early on was don't write songs because you think you'll have fans.
Oh, absolutely. It's good
Right.
because fans see through it. If it's fake, they see through it right away. Your experiences have to be heartfelt because a lot of people identify with the same experience. So if it's not real, then they'll find out about that really fast.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
I totally agree. You have to kind of be authentic to yourself and find your artist identity. You
that's
know.
the big thing. And I think the trouble with country, actually, a lot of artists want to cross out of country. Let's face it. That's been the standard too. I think many years ago, Linda Ronstadt had country songs. She had new wave songs. She had pretty much mariachi. She did everything. You know, and so she could do whatever she wanted. And I think that that's a great thing. But I think
Well,
country these days, I don't see anybody having that versatility at the top. I think they're one trick ponies, and that's what I see. And I think it's great. You're right. They're doing what they're doing, but I think there's more to the story than that.
yeah. Yeah, I just Linda Ronstadt. My band, we're doing adding a few covers, and we just added a Linda Ronstadt. At first, I was like Linda Ronstadt, and I'm like, yeah, this is a good song.
Oh, some of the things she did long time. What's the other one? She did a version of Lowell George's From Little Feat, Willin'. She did that one. And there's just so many great songs that she covered and made her own. That was her whole thing.
Yeah,
Was
she was kind of quiet and nice, and you underestimated her
Oh yeah, and that
in some
voice. Oh
ways.
my God.
Yeah,
So there's I think you can't ever replace real talent. And for me, I don't see a lot of that in country anymore. I see people that are formulaic. And
mm,
the thing with record companies is if you have a hit, then they want to keep having hits. So then you have to keep writing the same kind of thing, you know?
right. So there are definitely some advantages to the indie artists.
Oh, yeah.
We get
I
to
think
our tickets and stuff like that. Um,
absolutely. There's more advantages now with streaming platforms. I mean, I don't agree with the fact that artists aren't getting paid what they're worth. I think that's the worst thing ever. But the thing is, you can go straight to your fans and you don't need a label to do it. So,
right,
things
right.
have changed from the old days. So,
And
yeah,
they are 40% of the market, you know?
that's right.
They can't ignore us forever.
No, that's true. You just have to keep doing what you're doing and keep putting it out there and growing your fan base. That's the big thing, is
Yeah.
having a loyal fan base that will come to all your shows and will support you. And, that's the important part of it all is the fans, because without those, there isn't any music anyway.
Is there a difference between fans like in Australia and where you are in California, Boston?
Well, here's the thing, in Australia, news travels faster. When I first
Oh,
started, yeah, I'll just explain. I was working in a club in the western suburbs with this band, and the guy that ran it was kind of this hit and miss character. I'd be the guy that drove over the microphone that, gave somebody's guitar amp back with the speakers missing, that guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that guy.
Yeah, but we had a really great night. And what happened was then people started to know what the band was doing. And then the next week, I mean, you started off with, a half full room. Then the next week you got a line around the block. That's the difference. So news travels faster. Here, LA is a very difficult city because there's a lot of what we call favors bookings where, the whiskey will have you open for some band, I don't know, whoever it is. And then you've got a guarantee that you can bring X amount of people or you don't get booked. That's pretty much it. And
it's out here too. It's out here in Pennsylvania because Bethlehem is a big music town.
Interesting.
That's how it reinvented itself after the steel fell. It became an arts town.
Really?
Music festivals, yeah. Music Fest in Bethlehem, PA, the first 2 weeks in August is the biggest live free music festival in the country.
That's fantastic. I love that.
And they have 11 stages going at once.
That's great.
And they're all free. There's only one stage you pay for at the Steel Stacks, and they have their bigger acts come in.
Right.
But it's a lot of favors booking, other times of the year, and to break in, it's very difficult.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. But you just have to, go ahead, Randie.
I was going to talk about your new song.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one is basically about a guy I met through online dating. I thought I haven't done one of those, and I'd never done online dating ever. And so I thought, well, let's test this out. So I went on, I think it was one of the match.com or something. And I met this guy that was a photographer, and he'd tell his dating stories. And I actually took a line. He said, "I've been king of the jungle to many."
What?
Yeah. And
what?
then I answered that with, "I'm not bowing down to pseudo royalty." So, yeah, it's about the meeting with this guy and what transpired and a collective experience of online dating.
I have a few online dating songs.
I bet you do. I bet you those are good. I'll have to check those out.
It's called Wings to Fly. It's about just people come up to you like they're nothing like their profile. They're looking at you like, and it's like, I got places to go. I have wings to fly. I can get out of here. Like, do what you want.
Well, that's the thing you've got to do, Yeah, because they don't always turn out to be, you're right, who they said. That happened probably more often than not. And then I thought to myself, I'm glad I had the experience, but honestly, after that, I wouldn't do any online dating if you paid me $1 million even then.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to listen. This is one of your newer songs.
Mm-hmm. So we don't have the video. That video was shot in Pensacola, and we're working on it now to get it together so we can put it out.
So this song isn't even released yet?
Well, here's the interesting thing. The Texas Country Music Association picked this song up for a compilation CD. And so I've kind of had to hold back on the release of the actual song. But the video we are going to release, but I've got to get it. It's got to be edited. So I'm going to work with this guy in LA and get it finished. So,
but this is exclusive. This is amazing. This is a Ranch exclusive with Kate Russell with a brandy new song.
Yeah, you're the first one on the blocks with it. That's it.
I'm so excited. All right. I think I really like this guy. Kind of, sort of, in a way.
Yeah, really.
All right, guys, let's give it a listen.
Trying to get my attention. Well, you got it. Skin on skin. He thinks he's got me where he wants me. Just my type, I like a wild and crazy and full of hype. He's got me burning up with desire, taking me higher and higher. And I think
We are back on the ranch. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one-stop for indie artists. And if we got indie artists listening today on any of the platforms, you can apply to be on the ranch. You just go to my website, randieoneal.com/shows, fill out a form. I'll check you out. Maybe we'll get you on the ranch, just like Kate did. So glad to have you. Country rocking us out today with some really good music. That I like that one.
That's good to know. Yeah, I have one of my mentors is Ben Fong Torres. He's the founding editor of Rolling Stone, and he's played a lot of the music over the past few years, and he said no need for fingers crossed. So I thought, yeah, he likes it. So it's a good sounding board to have. Before I send things out, I always send it to Ben and I go, Ben, what do you think about this? And he'll play it, and then he'll come back and say, yeah, we think this will work, So that's why we chose this one as the lead-off single.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a wow. We got some people chiming in. Billy, that was a wow. Really likes that one.
That's good to know. I appreciate everybody checking things out and letting me know what they think. That's really important.
Yeah. It's great to have someone that you really trust. Like I have a lot of music associations, that I go to, like song circles if I want feedback and things like that. But having that one or two people that are going to be really honest with you.
That's important.
The direction you think I should take this, type of thing. It's so important.
Oh, it absolutely is, I think. It's good to have a sounding board,
And you've tried different producers too, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done, I think the main one I always stuck with was Rich Mauser, just because we know each other so well at this point. But Clyde was really important to me in so many ways, and he's moved on left the planet too. So a lot of people are, no longer there that started with me in my Nashville days, which is kind of sad,
Yeah.
And then of course I do a lot of my own production too. So when I work with Rich, we pretty much just bounce ideas off and work together on some of the songs. Some of them The Man He Could Be was totally all my production. I didn't work with anybody else. And in fact, at that session, I used Kim Keys for background vocals, and remember she came in and she said, well, where's the producer? And I said, well, you're talking to her.
Come on, ladies. We can do production and do stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
We do stuff.
That's right. So, and I laughed, and then we got into the song, and then she was telling me that I had, so many background parts you didn't know where to fit, and she's so brilliant. And I said to her, Kim, I said, you're going to fit in, you will find the part, and it'll be just magic. And you know what? She found this amazing part, as brilliant as she can be. And then she said at the end, I was, so wrong, because you were right, and I did find it, and I had more faith in her than she did. Yeah. And she did a fantastic job. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Kudos to Kim Keys.
I love my backup singers. I've been using the same ones for like four albums now, and you learn to use them as another instrument. I'm going to that's going to be the backup singers doing this, and they're going to echo me, and
Oh yeah, no, it's once you get things that work or people that work with you, it's always good to try and stick with the same team, because you know what the end result is going to be. Is when you start shifting around, then it becomes more difficult, because you might work with an engineer that doesn't have as much experience as the one you're used to working with for years. And it's obvious when you start working with them, they don't understand. Country music always has a format, especially vocal up. The vocals are always way up ahead of the track. And so they're not used to doing all those different mixes and things, and they start complaining, So yeah, that's always another thing to watch out for, is a good engineer is gold.
A good engineer people don't master like they should, and they're trying to stream things not mastered, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, you can't. You've got to make sure everything sounds as professional as possible. Otherwise, it's not representing you the way it should,
Right. And there's just too much music getting bombarded and
Uh,
released, today.
that is the biggest problem right now, is with this shift from just traditional record deals and distribution deals to Spotify and all these streaming platforms. It's opened the gate for people that have no business doing anything. And so then the artists that even have a career have to still fight through all the mess.
Yeah.
What are they uploading 1,000 songs a day or something?
And I don't want to stifle upcoming talent. I want to nurture it. But you got to find someone in the industry and say, you can't put that up there. It's up forever, and that's how the people are going to relate to you, and you're done. You need that voice of reason.
Yeah, there's no filter. That's the problem. And
you're right. There's no gatekeeper saying that's not ready. Nothing. That's not ready. You could just throw it up there.
Oh yeah, and then people just plagiarizing artists. I just went through this thing where someone was trying to steal my stage name because I had built a career in Nashville, and then they were trying to, when I had to get an attorney and the whole thing, to get rid of them, because that was totally wrong to be jumping on someone else's career when you don't even have one. That isn't the right thing to do at all. So I went through that for months of stress. I don't appreciate that either.
Did you win?
Oh yeah, of course I won. Yeah, they were trying to, because I had a trademark. That's the thing for everybody. If you're going to have a name, make sure you trademark your name, because then nobody can do anything. It's when the trademark isn't enforced, then you're going to have problems. It's because people don't do the right thing, especially in this business. It's so sad, I mean, there's
a lot to it. You can't just go to BMI or ASCAP. You have to go to MLC. You have to go to Sound Exchange. You need to register your music all over the place to protect it from the different ways people could steal and use it,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. And it's just, I couldn't believe that one, because I had a parting of ways with my, I had a bit of a difficult time. I had a parting of ways with my manager. I'd had him for years, and I found out that he was a really dishonest human. And so I'm not the only story. There's loads of these for artists, but during that course of thing, everything got reshuffled, and that's probably how they got in under the door, because I had to renew everything. Yeah, so
some of our listeners think you look like a relative of theirs, their cousin. It's spooky. I don't know. Maybe that's why they're stealing your name. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But
Okay, we only have a few minutes left. Can you believe it? Time flies.
I know, we were having too much fun.
I know. When your album drops, you got to come back on and let us hear the rest of it.
I'd love to. Maybe we'll get to do a show together sometime. Who knows?
That would be great.
It'd be a lot of fun, I think.
I want to come out to LA, so let's put something together.
Yes, I'd love that. I think it's good. We can promote each other. That'd be a nice thing to do, I think.
Right? The East and West Coast collide.
Yes, they do. And, one of the best bands I had was a New York City band. One of the best. They were fabulous. They learned everything the way it should have been done. And I think that one and a band I had in Germany, they were the two best bands I ever had. Yeah.
Oh.
So you never know, right?
Well, you never know. All right, we got one more minute. Where can people find you?
People can find
the real Kate Russell.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You can find me on katerussell.com, 2 S's and 2 L's, and facebook.com/Kate Russell Music. I'm on Instagram, Kate Russell 2008. TikTok, Kate Russell TM. And
Mindy wants to go to Australia and play. We should all go.
Well, I'm looking into all that. I'll let you know.
Keep me posted. We want to go. I have a fan base in New Zealand.
Well, that's great. Then you should consider this idea.
Yeah, I've been considering. I've been trying to work with people and put it together. So it fell through. But I'm really hoping to pull something together with one of the radio stations out there. So
You can do that. I'm sure you can make something work there, because
right.
I think it's more of an open market than it is here. I think people you don't have to be a formulaic country artist like you do in Nashville. It's more, yeah, you have a bit more freedom. Their
Right.
country is different. If you listen to a lot of their artists, it's a different sound. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that could be a really good thing for you to definitely consider that and try to
Yeah.
get a tour there. That'd be really fun.
Yeah. Want to make that happen. All right. We are running out of time. Everyone find Kate Russell on all streaming. Come back to the ranch every week. We are here Mondays. We're live. And then Wednesdays, Plow Zone. Thursdays, My Indie Radio in Paris. And all the streaming platforms. So thank you, everyone, for listening. We will catch you next week on the ranch.
Thanks so much, Randie, for having me.
Have a good
So
night.
much fun.
Kate.
Great to meet you. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Oops.
I'm on the road, don't know where it goes. I'm on a road, follow your heart, it won't let you down. Follow your heart, take the